Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the wonderful, wobulous Project Zomboid. Let us continue the Apricot 2.0 save file and continue on with our survival. This episode is going to be brought to you by the amazing Lemon. On sale at all your local grocery stores for 99 cents. Anyway, let's continue on with the gameplay. There is going to be some looting going on. It's fun to, I don't know why I was thinking about this, so bear with me. This is a random thought, but to me it's not random because I was thinking about it. Either way, I was thinking, one of the benefits of actually playing Project Zomboid in 20-minute spurts, the way I do, is that I actually get to walk into this game with objectives. And I think that's a good way to play this game, especially if you're only going to play it for a little while. If you go into this game with objectives, you're typically going to do really well because you're going to be focused on that objective. You're not going to be kind of wandering around and saying, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? You're very focused on the objective, and you are going to play to the best of your capabilities and optimize your chances of succeeding in that objective. So, lucky for me, I get to play this game in 20-minute spurts to say, this is what I want to do, whether it be looting the houses nearby or getting an axe or, building stuff around my house. I kind of play this game very objective-based, and because of that, I feel like there's a lot less you might argue, but I feel like there's a lot less aimless wandering happening when I play, and I'm always focused on going somewhere and doing something. And when you don't do any aimless wandering, you tend to there's a less likely chance of you getting blindsided by a zombie and getting killed. At least that's what I like to think. It's been a long day, alright? I had some I'm allowed random tangents, okay? But a long day of playing a million different games. Some good, some bad, and some that I'm not entirely decided on yet. It's my broken frying pan, huh? Well, let's equip this hammer for now. Let's see if we can swing into here. There we go. They're not moving, which is good. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we won't have an alarm. Don't worry, I'm going to get to the game I haven't decided on yet. You won't see a video on it for probably a solid week because of how much time I need to put into it. I promise you I'm about to go on a tangent about this. So, if you're one of those people who don't like me going off on tangents about random games as I play Zomboid, please, this is the time for you to click away. I give you a warning, though it shouldn't take the whole episode. Alright, so this house is clear. Let's crack open this door and this door. And we'll see if we can swing into this house over here. I'm a little nervous actually going on the tangent right now just because I don't want to end up getting killed. So if I can... Oh, dude fucking sprung to life. Down you go, buddy. Hammer's going to be a little bit better. Ooh, 10 bullets. Hammer's going to be a better weapon than the frying pan. It's going to kill. Ooh, fuck yeah, that was good. I just don't want to bring this weapon down to, like, shitty durability and end up having to look for another fucking hammer when I have to go building. Wait. Why did he get up? Why did I not? There we go. So far, so good. Unfortunately, with the hammer, though, it's got a much closer range than I'd like it to. But it works. Definitely works. No zombies are moving. Get inside. Looks like we're all set. Looks like a little shack. Who's living in this place? It's all dirty and shit, too. Oh, it's gross. It's like a crack house or something. It's empty. It's an empty, abandoned crack house. That sucks. So, as I was saying, I have been playing a lot of games today. A lot of stuff coming up for Indie Snapshot, some impression stuff, a lot of good stuff, as well as my regular stuff. But one of the games I am putting some time into, because I've been told there's been some massive changes since last time I played it, which was during the beta, is The Elder Scrolls Online. And it's funny because I've watched a lot of gameplay of it. Particularly, I watched Forced Strategy play a lot, and it looks fun when he plays it. It looks like a ton of fun when he plays it. But when I start playing it, I'm not having as much fun, and I don't know what the problem is. And I'm trying to figure it out, and I've been thinking about it. And a lot of the times when I'm not having fun with the game, I try to think, well, am I doing something I'm not supposed to be doing? Which, you should never think. The game should just be fun no matter how you play. But that's with MMOs. Maybe it's my choice of playing the class that I'm playing or playing in the style that I'm playing. So one of the things I do during MMOs, one of my favorite things to play as, is a tank. I love to play tanks. Tanks are one of my favorite classes to play. And as I am playing this tank class, and as I'm leveling up and gaining more abilities, I'm coming to the realization that I'm not enjoying tanking as much as I do in other games. And I'm trying to figure out why. I don't understand. Tanking has always been something I've really enjoyed. Aggro management, my rotation of multiple abilities and making sure that I am maintaining aggro. All of that, for me, is a lot of fun for one reason or another. I enjoy it for the most part. Not that MMO mechanics are inherently fun, because there's definitely a problem with MMO mechanics that need to be changed, and we're having some games come on the horizon that are attempting to change how MMOs work. Particularly, we're looking at, EverQuest Next is looking to switch things up, which is awesome. I'm very happy about that. But for now, MMO mechanics, they function, so I derive fun out of how they function and basically kind of play the game as it's meant to be played and understand that there are certain things that, just game mechanics that are going to work particular ways, and they may not be as fun on paper, but I make fun out of them by playing certain classes. So the mechanics of playing a tank, I enjoy. And I'm trying to understand why I'm not enjoying playing a tank on the Elder Scrolls Online. And I've been thinking about it, and I'm trying to come into the realization of it. And I think one of the reasons I'm not enjoying playing a tank is actually because of the way the game's designed. So, if you don't know, the Elder Scrolls Online is... it's the way it's done is it's coming to consoles, right? So, right then and there, when you say a game is coming to consoles, you're immediately like, oh god, what are they going to do? I mean, Diablo 3 did it, and there's no denying that Diablo 3 ended up doing it, and unfortunately, it seems like the Elder Scrolls did it as well. So, most MMOs have a hotbar of up to 10, or 9 or 10 buttons, right in the beginning. And off on the sides, you can add more hotbars for more abilities and whatnot. But the Elder Scrolls, because, and I'm going to say it's probably because it's a console, it's becoming to consoles, has only 5 hotbar buttons. That's it, just 5. And that means you will only have a very limited, wow, this guy's taking a beating, a very limited of active or activatable abilities at your disposal at any given time. Which means that you are not going to have as many buttons to press, and that it's going to rely a little bit less on skill and a little bit more on the abilities that you have down there, which I don't particularly like. I can understand it working for some people. I can understand it working very well for console players. But for me, as someone who plays primarily PC games, and, MMOs are very much a PC genre, having that dumbed down, and I'm going to use that term for now, really bothers me. It makes things a little too simple. So when I'm playing this tank class, I only have 5 abilities. My rotation is very easy. It's not difficult, and I have no challenge there. So I'm thinking that maybe my problem is playing or going down the tanking route. That could be my issue. Maybe I shouldn't go down the tanking route. Maybe I should go down something like a more DPS heavy class, which is not something I usually do, because I just feel like everybody and their grandmother plays DPS classes. But maybe I should, and maybe it'll make it more fun for me. And another thing that, this is a personal thing. This is not the game's fault. This particular aspect that I'm about to bring up, and I'm just thinking about it. Another thing that I personally don't enjoy in MMOs, not in single player games, in MMOs, is the idea of too much freedom, too much customization. So, superhero games in particular were very guilty of doing this, and to a degree still very much are. Where you're just allowed to take any power at all at your whim and have fun and play with it. Now, the reason I don't have fun with this in MMOs but totally get it in single player games is because there is no advantage to this. In an MMO, you are constantly going to be going up against bosses in dungeons, or you're going to be playing PvP against other people who are going to be spec'd out. Someone who fiddles around with a much more open system and to have fun and kind of picks up abilities they think look fun is going to be at an inherent disadvantage to those who min-max the game, whether it be against bosses or against PvPers. So having a very open game means there's a lot more room to fuck up your build and be weaker as a whole than against somebody who understands the game and has built the perfect build. And for a game that's brand new, There are going to be those people who were spent 250 hours in the beta and know those builds, and then the people like me who just picked up the game and maybe played a couple, like 5 or 6 hours during the beta and not know those builds. So there's an openness to the game that is inherently putting me at a disadvantage. And since the game is so goddamn wide open, I can play. That's the other thing. That's like there are 4 classes, and I have huge air quotes around that. But those classes only give you, like, the thing they do is they give you access to 3 trees specific to those classes, but each one of those trees allows you to do different things like tank or DPS or heal. So every class can do everything essentially if you spec in a particular way. And if I want to play a sorcerer, I can be a sorcerer that equips heavy armor and dual wield swords if I want. Like, there is that level of openness in the game, which some people are going to find fun. I'm going to find frustrating because I don't know what I should do. And I don't know if that's, you know, that's definitely hindering it for me too, but that I can't put, like, I can't knock that against the game. That's something that's just a personal preference for me. And there might be other people out there like that I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna bring that up. But we'll see. It's definitely been an interesting experience so far. Combat is definitely improved over last I played, but I don't want to give a final verdict. I'm not going to give a final verdict for another probably 5 or 6 days of me putting time in during my free time. I mean, any free time I have is going directly to that game at this point. I don't have time to do other things. So if I'm not streaming and I'm not recording videos, that's what I'm playing. And I definitely want to get a video out on it. I think there is a lot to be said on the game. And I'm really looking to try and have some fun. So what I'm probably going to do is play my Dragonite a little bit more and see if it really sparks, or I'm going to end up switching to something else. Because there are aspects of the game that I really want to enjoy. It's actually getting late. Let's actually head back into bed. There are aspects of the game that I really want to enjoy and aspects of the game that I want to explore. One of the cool things in the game is they have werewolves and vampires into the game, which access special skill trees. Those skill trees are only if you are a werewolf or a vampire, and the way to become a werewolf and a vampire is very mysterious, very secretive. I know to be a werewolf, I think you have to be get bitten by another werewolf player, or there's a very, very, very secretive way to get that, but I feel like, you know, a player has to be changed by an NPC at some point. I like that in MMOs. I really, really like that secretive stuff in MMOs. My very first MMORPG was Star Wars Galaxies, and when that had first come out, Star Wars Galaxies had Jedi in them, but all that was known about the Jedi in Star Wars Galaxies was that you could become one, but nobody in the game knew how to become one. And discovering and learning how to become a Jedi was something I freaking dedicated my gaming life to the point where I was one of 3 Jedi on my server before they changed it. Like, I love that stuff. So, to be a werewolf or a vampire, you can't be bold. To figure that out and to become one of those is just awesome, and I want to do that. So that I enjoy, like, that aspect of the game I enjoy, and there's a lot of, like, little secret stuff you can kind of just discover in this game that, you know, a lot of MMOs are missing. Just the discovery and exploration aspect of the game is there that a lot of MMOs don't have anymore, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having fun doing that. I'm just not quite there yet, and I'm going to see if it's there. I might switch up to a Nightblade, maybe like an archer, maybe try and play like a DPS archer class. I'm thinking the best class to play an archer is Nightblade, though maybe like a sorcerer archer could be a lot of fun. Though I think a sorcerer, though, I mean, they have access to 3 sorcerer skill trees. I think sorcerer is one of the only classes that actually has a defined, like, direction with their class, as it's pretty much DPS or support for them. You could do battle mage. You really, really could. I don't know. But I'm done rambling. Let's get back to the game. Sorry, I told you I was going off on a tangent, man. It was gonna happen. You stuck around for it. Now you heard me talk about the Elder Scrolls Online. As time goes on, I'll have a much stronger opinion one way or another. So I'm gonna try and fight my way through this little horde over here, because there's a treasure trove of houses that have the potential to have amazing loot, and I want to make sure I have access to that amazing loot. And there's definitely enough zombies here that I can handle them. Or not enough zombies here that it's going to be a problem. Though then again, as I move in, there's more and more. I need to keep an eye out behind me, too, to not get caught out by zombies. And we're going to go ahead... Oh, shit, son. We're going to go ahead and try and take out some of these guys. I hate the fact that this freaking hammer is so close range. We'll go ahead and charge up. That guy's not going to turn around. I was like, holy crap, why should not come... Okay, come on. Pen, how useful. She is fast, man. Down she goes, though. I am going out of my way to kill zombies, too, because I need an axe. Oh, please no. That sounded like it was coming from behind me. It scared the shit out of me. Alright, let's try to nick up these houses here. Loot them completely if I can. Anything on the side? There's some zombie in the tree over there, but no biggie. Right, that's open. A little nervous. Yep. Alarm. We leveled up. We can level up sneaking. I'll wait till I level up blunt, I think. Let's get out of here. Oh well. Well, the alarm might give way to other looting opportunities. Maybe up north a little bit. It'll draw most of these zombies away. These guys not so much. They can't hear it, it looks like. Because they are hard of hearing. Which is a bonus. Down, boy. Wait, what? No, 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 no. Oh, now they hear it. What the hell? They reacted so late. I really think the hard of hearing thing is a little bit on the buggier side. Oh, fucking gunshots. I mean, that kind of fits the theme, like a house alarm distracted and pulled out all the zombies, and then some gunshots happened. Like they were fighting off the horde that I ended up attracting. I could see that. Back up, man, back up! Jesus, I didn't think I clicked a second time. Down he goes. She's super slow. And now she's super dead. Turn around. I can just kill him off. I think I saw a zombie over there. We're gonna come up this way though. Still some houses I can explore, and most of the zombies are gonna be wandering off, have wandered off rather, that way now. Good. Yeah. Open. I apologize, by the way, again for going off on that rant. I think I really want another good MMO. I think that's the problem. Like, I miss having a good MMO to go play. And I keep looking for the next big one. And I keep getting suckered into ones. Like, I was really into Final Fantasy XIV for a while, but some glaring problems showed up in that game very, very quickly. Most particularly, fate grinding became the thing to do, and that's not fun for me. I don't like fate grinding. And, you know, it's like, well, then don't do fate grinding, Mathis, you'll be fine. Well, that's not the case, because everybody else was doing fate grinding. So that made doing dungeons, which is what I did enjoy, and you know, like a lot of people enjoy in MMOs, very difficult to do, because queuing up for them was fucking impossible, because everybody was fate grinding and nobody was queuing up for dungeons. So being able to do that was very difficult. Another pistol. Well, we might as well. If we ever have more safe houses, we could always start storing pistols at other safe houses for later use. Windows smashed open like that always worries me a little bit. You never know what's going to be waiting for you on the other side. Let's check this closet. Hopefully no zombies. Shelf. Nope, nothing. But hey, we checked it out. Ooh, is this a shed? Like someone has like a secret shed back here. I want to kill this guy though. I don't want him to see me. Down, boy. I hear tree stuff. I think it was the blood. Really? Nothing else? How about over here? You know, we'll take the nails. Come on, buddy. Let's get out of here now. Heard the moaning, and I just didn't want them to come through the window while I was doing that. Could have been the death of me. Down. Oh, I thought I saw like a weapon in there. I will happily take a baseball bat at this point, honestly. I'm really going out of my way to kill these zombies for the hopes of... oh, shit, that guy's fucking fast. Okay. Oh, our hammer's almost dead. Alright, we need to find, like, another frying pan or something. I can't really mess with this hammer too much more. We're at 30% durability. I need to go back into the houses that I've looted and look for one. See if we can get one. I'm sure I left one behind. There's one. Perfect. Put the hammer away. Let's get out of here. Thank God, another frying pan. These things are durable, at least. They do not go down easy. Alright, we're going to end up wrapping things up here, I think. Sorry I went on that little 5-minute tangent. It's just, I like to get my thoughts out with Zomboid sometimes. Zomboid is a very good vlog format sometimes when I'm playing this game, because I'm just kind of going through the motions with some of the things, like going on a loot run in a relatively safe area that I've been to a couple of times. You know, I don't have to think as much, so I get to go on these little rants. Anyway, thank you guys for just swinging by. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great day. And if you want more Project Zomboid, make sure you come back tomorrow, as there will be another episode live for your beautifully viewing enjoyment. Till then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.